Hello, welcome back to some more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time we went to the past again, I think, and stuff happened. Yeah, hey, look, I just need to take my brain off stuff today. So we're back with some more Ace Attorney. And I'm hoping the audio levels are fine. Because, God, I don't have this consistently down. So I will bring this up on my phone to see if I can listen and hear how it sounds. And that's all that Uncle Ray knows about the I-7 incident. That's all he knows. Oh, so no more flashback. God, I don't have this consistent down. Sounds fine. Alright. Consistently down, I know. So that's what happened in my father's last case. The truth of the I-7 incident. Oh, well, that's true. We did get to the end and saying, hey, it's time for court. Like every single fucking Ace Attorney case there is with investigation, movement before the case. Investigation before the case. In the end, Von Karma defeated us. So you couldn't prove Mr. Master's innocence. We had gathered plenty of evidence to prove it, but Von Karma was even more despicable than we thought. He was a prosecutor who would do anything for his guilty verdict. That's right, and he really did use any means necessary. Because of this, the trial dragged on for about a year, until it finally reached a conclusion. I'll never forget that fateful day when the judgment was passed down, the 28th of December. It's April now, so it's been a little over 17 years. Time flies. The 28th of December, 17 years ago. I was watching from the gallery that day. Before the trial, your old man noticed that Mr. Master was acting strangely. He was at the breaking point, both mentally and physically. He wanted to be found guilty. No, Mr. Master didn't fake a confession, did he? Oh wait, no, he didn't fake a confession, did he? Yeah, that's what Von Karma was aiming for from the start. Really? When your old man tried to expose the fact that the body had not been found, Von Karma used the power of his police cronies to quash that argument. He even went as far as to prepare a fake autopsy report. Then, they made Mr. Master give a false testimony and confess to being an accomplice. With Mr. Master's confession, the situation quickly became dire. But your old man had a trump card up his sleeve. Was that the trump card he was talking to Detective Bad about? Yeah, that trump card was to be our insurance in case Mr. Master confessed. He had asked Detective Bad to have Mr. Master's interrogation recorded. Detective Bad wanted to know the truth too, huh? After he was dropped from the investigation, he never stopped caring about the case. Even when he was involved with other large cases, he was the definition of a true detective. Look at him! The defense presented a recording which proved the confession was forced. Well, it seems the detective in charge of the initial investigation and interrogation, Rip Lacer, took all the blame and was charged and dismissed. Still, at the trial, your old man exposed Von Karma's corruption, and Von Karma received his first penalty from the then chief prosecutor. Right! That's right, I remember this, because they mentioned Gregory Edgeworth was the only person to ever leave a stain on his perfect, quote, perfect record. The only penalty in his 40 years of prosecution. However, Mr. Master didn't want the trial to continue any longer, and the curtains closed on the trial that day with the verdict of guilty. My memory of that time is fuzzy, but I was also there watching my father's final trial, and I think his final regret became my own. Your old man wanted a retrial to prove Master's innocence, but he passed on before he could fulfill his wish. After getting entangled in another case. It breaks my heart even now that I didn't return home with him that day. And what's more, to blind myself from my own worthlessness. Uncle Ray put all of his hatred on you as a traitor for being Von Karma's pupil. I'm sorry. Wow. Don't be. It's natural you would hate me. After I became a prosecutor, I was able to get Von Karma to show me the case file. Mr. Master was found guilty for the murder of Isaac Dover. Yeah, that's not right. Wasn't Mr. Master found guilty of being an accomplice? But this case file says guilty of murder. There shouldn't be anything unresolved in the cases handled by Manfred Von Karma. Wait, can I take a look at that file? It looks like the charges have been rewritten. What? Look at this. Creator of the dessert consists. The victim's body was found inside the dessert made by a suspect. He was charged as an accomplice to the murder. This is the copy of the original case file received from the courts. Why would the charge be altered? This file was given to you by Von Karma, right? Maybe he just didn't want you to know the truth, since you're Gregory's son. He would have wanted to avoid another retrial before the statute of limitations ran out. Right. So what I had come to believe back then had all been a lie. Jesus Christ, Von Karma. If you didn't know about it, just make sure you know it from now on. The statute of limitations has long expired, but the truth still sleeps right here. Right. After your old man passed away, Uncle Ray took over as Mr. Master's defense attorney. Although Von Karma also had another prosecutor take over the case, perhaps he thought that since his opponent was a rookie, he didn't even need to turn up. In the end, the real killer was never found, and Mr. Master was found guilty. No, there's nothing we can do even now. Since the killer was never found, he can't withdraw his confession. I found that after the trial that Mr. Master made a deal with Von Karma because Von Karma had threatened him. If you don't confess, Catherine Hall will be held under the same charges. That's terrible! I don't think Mr. Master really thought that Kay was the killer, but to protect her, he faked the confession. Miles. On the day that Knightley boy was killed, why do you think Uncle Ray was at the prison? Ah, I see. Oh, you went to see Mr. Master, didn't you? I said I'd visit him every day. I couldn't keep that promise, but I asked Katie Pie to look in on him for when I couldn't. Through rain or snow she went, every single day without fail, but nothing has changed and Mr. Master still serves his punishment. That's so sad, isn't there anything we can do? That's why I came here. Because I knew those ice sculptures would be on display here today. So what are you gonna do, Miles? I'm a prosecutor. My position is different from you and my father. Miles. But, moving past my position, what I want as Miles Edgeworth is to know the truth of these two cases. It is for that reason I am here. You really are your father's son. Alright. Old notes, okay. Thank you. Everything we just had previously, huh? Right. I'll check through it later. I'll inspect every nook and cranny. Poison gas was released in the Autumn Palace, which had been disguised as the Winter Palace. The two chemicals in the Pisces case, Normallium and Fatalium, were mixed, causing an outbreak of poison gas. Who is that body? Is that Dover? It looks like Dover's hair color, at least. There are deep connections between the two cases. It's possible there are still some clues left from 18 years ago. Right, let's get started. Oh fuck, right, he's here. Just give me 1 second. Don't tell me you forgot about me. Yes, I did actually forget about you. PIC report. What does she mean, guilty? Please allow me to assist in your investigation as before. Appreciate your proposal, but I'm afraid I must overrule it. Overrule it? That was fast. Even though we're short on hands to identify the victim right now, it's only a matter of time until we figure it out. In that case, I shall take that load off your shoulders at once. Regarding the identity of the unidentified body, one person comes to mind. Really? Then tell us. Very well. It's not just the sculptures that have made a comeback from the incident. It is just fucking Dover, isn't it? Isaac Dover. It's likely the identity of the body is the victim of the murder that occurred here 18 years ago. Isaac Dover. Yeah, it's Icy's body? Icy's body. Really great sculptor, but who's better known as Pierre Houquet. The sculptures on display here in the museum are all his creations. So in other words, that sculptor was the best. Somehow I find a strong kinship to him, and he was the victim in the IS-7 incident. She knew about the IS-7 incident. Prosecutor Edward. The IS-7 occurred 18 years ago. What's more, the police reported the removal of the body. That's what's on record, but I wonder if that's really is the truth. What are you saying? The defense attorney and the defense attorney in the IS-7 incident claimed that the body was never found. Not that the prosecution would ever admit to such a thing. Hello. Hello? Eh? Really? Is something wrong, Sebastian? No, it's just that they said they know who the victim is. It's just as that prosecutor says. It's Dover. No, it can't be. Seems my father's suspicion were correct. What is it, Judge Courtney? Courtney? I'm much more helpful than the best. Are you trying to... I don't know if I want your surname, but... Doing no such thing, I just want to know the truth. And for that to happen, we need to cooperate, no? The truth is none of your concern. Objection! I don't think that's true, Courtney Pie. You again. Uncle Ray assisted the defense attorney involved in the IS-7 incident. The one who claimed that Mr. Dover's body was never found. The prosecution denied it at the time, but now the body has since discovered here. In other words, the IS-7 investigation was unjust. And isn't the duty of the PIC to investigate corrupt prosecutors? Then, wouldn't you want to cooperate with those who are involved with the case? Unless you have an ulterior motive. Now that I think about it, Judge Courtney knew about the IS-7 incident. So, it would seem she really is here because of the PIC. Even if you're related to the incident, I don't see how Prosecutor Edgeworth is. He is the son of the attorney in that case and a prosecutor taught by Von Karma himself. And what's more, he was in the audience at the I-7 trial. I'm sure there are many points he can enlighten us on. Very well. I shall allow you to cooperate. Oh my god, what is this girl's game? What is this woman's game? Oh god, the fountain. That's my corny pie, now we're talking. As things I will allow you to have a hug with Uncle Ray. Overruled! I feel your cooperation isn't needed. So I have to ask you to leave. Understood. Isn't that Grand Miles? Now I can start investigating. You really helped us there. Alright, let's go. Let's go! Right then, okay. Let's begin the investigation. Alright. It's a red liquid with a minty aroma. Okay. Let's get looking for that Normallium. Normallium, huh? We recovered the victim's body. Forensic are currently performing an autopsy. And what of the investigation of the fountain? The fountain is completely clear. The fountain is completely clear. You can cleanse both your heart and soul with it. There's a body in there. These aren't sweets. It's a statue of a brave warrior founding state. Oh wait, these aren't instruments, my bad. It appears to be one of his early works when he was enamored by fantasy and myth. The math test. My parents. Oh, hello. I recognize this. Let us take a closer look. I recognize this. So, this tea set was made by Isaac Dover. Fancy stuff, huh? Wait, is that Normallium on the right? Teapot. Hey, Edgy, what is it? Be careful with that teapot. Why must I be warned by him of all people? Hello. Madame and Messieurs. Miss Hall. What was the... Wait, did I miss that? Hold up. Why was there the... Huh? What was the reaction? Hang on, let me watch the stream. Miss Hall. Ah, Katie. No, I'm fine, thanks. Kay and Edgy, you guys can have some. Why? Oh, okay. Why is he okay, huh? Certainly. Is it gonna be too sweet or something? Thanks for the tea. Wow, it's so tasty. What kind of tea is this, Miss Edgeworth? It's Ceylon tea, known for its citrus aroma. However, Miss Hall, is this the same tea you served us this morning? Yes, that's right. Was it not to your liking? No, it's not that. The tea we had this morning had a slightly different aroma. How strange. It is the same Ceylon tea that I served this morning. There shouldn't be anything different about it. What's wrong with you, Edgy? Quit nipping about the TK blue. Larry, what do you know? It's like arguing with a child. Loris, I wonder what's wrong. I'd like to ask him that later myself. The poison gas trap. Damn it! Can't see a clear connection. Okay. Would have thought they would have been connected. Hello, what is this? There's not a single stain on this pure wrong thing to investigate. Pull! The tablecloth looks better white. Please refrain from changing it. Wonder about that. It might look better with another color. Like pink or blue. Or tea. Tea isn't a color. There's a container with Ceylon tea leaves in it. To prevent sunlight and moisture, the container is airtight and made of tin. This should help preserve the quality of the tea leaves. The moon or the stars. Right. There must be some reason behind this strange feeling. How about the cutlery? No, that's not cutlery. Okay, I think I've investigated everything here. Let's just gonna say. I already checked. Okay, cool. No nook and crannies here to investigate. Also, I should probably change my screen when I'm investigating on the bottom screen. Whatever, it's fine. It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? Yeah. Loris, what's up? Hey. Why'd I call you Loris Butts? You two, stop glaring at each other like that. I'm not glaring, Kay. I'm using my artist perspective. Edge is the one who's glaring at. Then, if you know what's good for you, you will tell me what you're hiding right now. Aren't you talking to me right now? Wait, this sounds like the fucking Sonic 3 is a song from Sonic 3. Why did I only put it together now? Is this not the special stage? Anyway, here's my prosecutor's badge. Like, that's it? Oh, he's not doing anything. Larry, what are you hiding? Hey, come on, Mr. Edgeworth, this isn't the time to be playing around, you know? I wasn't playing around. Still, it looks like Loris won't be talking anytime soon. If he's going to talk us willingly, I'll just have to force him to talk. Just what is Larry hiding? Investigate a bit more. I need to present those two. Catherine Hall. Hi! How are you? Bye! What happened to me? What do you mean? You're such a happy child, now all I hear is the sound of broken dreams. Well, you see, I have like a lot of stuff due all on the same day. And I don't mind that. I just need a mental break, so I'm here streaming and playing. Fucking A, dude. Fucking A, dude. Wait, crikey, mate. I don't know how to do a fucking Bogan accent, but you know. Rip some demons apart? Sorry, I'm playing Ace Attorney. I'd rather play Ace Attorney. Did I send you my plan for gaming? Hold up. Let me copy and paste this. Mr. Padoru Padoru. Padoru Padoru. Kashi wasureta. Rip some lawyers up. Hey, we are the prosecution this time. 10 years ago, I photographed Monsieur Stuff. Using the photos of base, I managed to create replicas. Replicas? Zodiac sculptures had been unfinished work, so I wanted to complete it somehow. Because I am the one who accidentally melted Monsieur Dover's sculptures. Doom Eternal to finish downloading. Nice. I do have the Doom series. I should play them at some stage. Do they really look so alike? May have gotten some of the decoration messed up. She's obviously lying, but I haven't gathered any evidence to prove that yet. What was that last bit? I need to pay attention. Hey, buddy. Miles, how's the investigation going? Well, yeah, enjoy Doom Eternal if you're gone, or you're still here, I don't know. Little by little, I'm beginning to see the truth, the entire truth behind this case. Oh, that's good to hear. Oh, wait, that was Miles. Whoops. Just a waterboard on the window. Hey, about the two cases. This case seems to have a lot in common with the case 18 years ago. I agree, the metal dice in the Winter Palace and the body of victim from 18 years ago. The only family Mr. Dover had was his young son. His son, who also attended the same elementary school. After the case, they both went missing. What? The sons? I haven't any news about Mr. Carter being found. As Mr. Dover's son, he was found and his evidence was delivered to him. And because of that, Mr. Dover never had a proper funeral. That way had been in police custody. So nobody but the defense ever found out. Von Karma, you would go that far. Okay. Hello. Prosecutor de Best has ordered me to not let you anything but this room. Absolutely cannot let you pass through any further than this. I'm sorry. I won't, since I can't pass through anyway. You're standing in front of a wall. No, after all, you're Prosecutor Edgeworth. If you really wanted to, this wall wouldn't stop. Just what kind of human do these things think I am? Oh my god. Mr. the Best, you're getting a bit in my way if you stand here. I'm not going to move. What do you think you can do over there? Don't say that. It's probably the best if you just stand over there. The best, you say? Okay, I'll go stand over there. So anything is fine as long as you add the best to it. Wait, hang on. I need to read that. Been cleared out of line, I will make sure to bring this matter up to the PIC. Do whatever you want. But in return, we're going to be doing whatever we want as well. If I remember correctly, you're the little Miss Great Thief. I will have to report your misconduct to the PIC as well, young lady. Sure, since it will only serve to increase my fame as a Great Thief. It seems even Judge Courtney is unable to get a handle on Kay. There is a fir tree in the store. There is a fir tree in this store. Oh, they're winter trees. Must have been placed as a red herring. Well then, why don't we paint it autumn red? Okay, fir trees are green all year round. I knew that. Can I investigate? Examine? There is a maple tree in front of this door, but that door leads to the Winter Palace. Maple trees are autumn trees, so this must have been placed here as a red herring. Well, how about we have a fruits to make a maple tree look like winter? Please don't complicate matters any further. Complicate matters any further. The Spring Palace. You know, speaking of spring, it's a moving season. So is the thieving season. As a great thief, don't you think burglary is a little beneath you? You're right. Oh my god. This lift trolley has just been left here. What it was used recently to carry something heavy. The surface of this platform appears to be wet. I remember seeing this lift trolley someplace before. You mean during the I-7 incident? Ah, that's right, I remember now. It was in Dover's room. Oh, it was! I see. Why is there a red lift trolley here? Guess that's something we'll have to need to think about. Yes, it could be related to this case. Okay. Delisha. Oh, how's the investigation coming along? You found anything? Hoi! Not quite, actually. We haven't found any clues yet. You're doing it wrong. Hoi is only used to used when you're showing someone. Also, yes, C is used to confirm and is used as a greeting. Eep is used when you're afraid. Fi is when you don't like something. Oi is used when you're calling to something. I see. I didn't know it was that deep. Oi, Miss Edgeworth, did you catch all that? Okay, please be more serious. Yes, C. Mr. Wait, front. Cleanse your body and soul. That's right. Do I have something I can present to him? Okay, hold up. What do I need to investigate that I haven't done yet? On the shelf are trophies commemorating Isaac Dover's work as POK. He was truly a first-rate artist. There are quite a number of trophies lined up here. You have some trophies too, Miss Edgeworth. I don't mind you holding a contest, but all the participants would be arrested. Authorized personnel only. Where do you think? On the second floor. Infirmary. Receiving medical treatment. I sure hope he's okay. Talk with him when okay. What is on the floor here? Hello. This smell and this color? Don't tell me this is a puddle of tea. There's a piece of pottery in the middle of the puddle. Oh no. Oh, I see what he's hiding. I wonder what broke. I think I recognize the design. I should probably show this to that man and see what he has to say. Alright, fucking Larry Butts, what's up? Larry, take a look at this. What's that? Larry, I've got a feeling that what you're hiding is related to this tea and pottery shard. Well, if you're not going to talk to me, I can always hand this shard over to Judge Courtney. Wait, I'm trying to keep a clean image for justice. Can't imagine what part of you can be considered clean, but... Speak truthfully now. I got it! I'll tell you! Hiding something? Larry, it is time you confess what you've done. You'd be so cruel to your best friend. The same way you can be so dishonest to your best friend. You can stop glaring at me. But my hand kind of slipped a bit, and it broke. I accidentally broke the crazy expensive teapot. The butt strikes again. Why, I'm not surprised. Oh boy, you've really done it this time, Loris. What should do, Edgy? Crying to me about it won't solve anything. First, you should apologize to Miss Hall. Is that so? My teapot was... Katie, I'm so sorry. I don't have any money, but I'll draw as many portraits as you like. Please kindly raise your head, monsieur. So I should apologize. It's dangerous to go along. Wasn't this tea set one of Isaac Dover's works? It was pretty important to you. Yes, but there's no use crying over spilled tea. Literally. Another one of those teapots left. Is she not as attached to Dover's works as she used to be? Oh. The other teapot you're talking about, is it the one on that cart? Yes. Truth is, when I was trying to hide broken shards, I looked under that cart. I found a teapot that looked exactly the same, so I switched them. Really? Everything's cool now. Ha. You. Don't brag about that when you're the one who broke in the first place. I don't mind. Thank you for your consideration. Hey, gee, Katie's a nice lady, isn't she? You should... Interesting. I wonder if there's some... If she replicated it herself. Yeah, probably. Haven't I just stood around sketching beauties? Sketching beauties? If you're interested, I can let you take a peek. Yes, even Mr. Edgeworth is interested in beauties. It's not like that. One of his strange paintings. How dare you? I'm pretty confident in my work this time. What's up? Larry, show me. Guess I'll have him show it to me later. Sketching beauties. Here we go. Later is now. What? If you want to see my art, you should have been honest about it from the start. Look, here it is. What is this? I told you, beauties. But to be clear, beauties only refers to Justin Katie. The other plump lady has nothing to do with that. Why did you draw on the same page? Well, I was taking a break from my still life painting when those beauties caught my eye. Without thinking. She was saying that the pictures on this page were each drawn separately. Huh? Oh yeah, I may have drawn them at different times. By the way, there's a drawing of beautiful Miss Little K on another page. Oh wow, beautiful! Thanks! Larry, you drew this exactly as you saw, correct? Well yeah, even I can't draw what I can't see. Huh. Interesting, because you can see the blue admitted, but this picture might be of help to the investigation. The contents of the sketch and the service card in the fountain patio. Seems there's a contradiction between the two. Powers of deduction. Could I borrow the sketch for a while? Sure! Could even sign it for you if you'd like. I think I'll pass. Here we go, the juice. Now what's the contradiction here? Is it the handle or is it what's on top of the hand? On the... It's got all the... I see. Don't think it's the handle, so I'm gonna just assume wherever these... This spot somehow... Okay, we'll see. We'll see if this does anything. Yeah, there we go. Larry, there's something I want to ask you about your sketch. You want to lecture on sketching from the famed Professor Loris, do you? No. I just need to ask you something. Tablecloth in your set, are you sure it's light blue? Yeah, my eyes never fail me. Oh wait, it's light blue, I didn't even notice. Dude. You're always so busy thinking with just your head, that you miss the obvious. When I drew that painting, I was using the cart with the tea set on it, right? Remember? Because I was starting out the broderie cards. That's not something to be proud of. And right then, Katie came out of the Winter Palace, and to hurry and hide the broken teapot so that she wouldn't notice. Huh. Did you just say Miss Hall came out of the Winter Palace? That's right, but this time she was pushing around another service cart. Oh, I know which service cart this is. It was light blue how I drew it. Oh, wait a fucking second. Mr. Dover's body was in there. That's how it appeared in the fountain. And that's why there's a service cart in the top left. That's what it is. The lift trolley. She's so cute when she's shy. Second service card and a lift trolley. Maybe there are 2 ski sets along with 2 service cards. We'll have to verify it with Miss Hall. Two service cards. Yes, is there something wrong? From that so-called artist end. I noticed that he had drawn the cart's tablecloth light blue. Light blue? Are you sure you weren't mistaken, monsieur? You are right. That's true, the tablecloth here doesn't have a single spot on it. Yes, that's because I always change them immediately whenever they get dirty. Did Larry really get the color wrong then? What were you doing when the sketch was drawn? At that time, I was just doing my job as usual. Then could you tell me exactly what that work entails? Kate's job. What were you doing when you were drawn in the set? Chocolates to all the people in the investigation. There are still a few left, so please eat these then. I made them myself, though. It's possible they might not suit your taste. Woohoo! Melted a bit. The chocolates are a little misshapen, but I'm glad to get some sugar into my system. Although, they're a little too sweet for my taste. As with the father, huh? Apparently, this lift trolley was here 18 years ago. Yes, it has allowed me to move everything from other rooms since one. Tended to carry heavy objects, but it has been quite useful for all sorts of things. Curious as to why the top of the lift trolley was wet when examined it. I wonder if it was used to move something that made it wet. Okay. Do I have any logic to connect? Here we go. Miss Hall, Was the reason why the sea luncheon smelled differently because the pots were switched? Yes, that's certainly possible. Fresh minty uva tea. Uva tea. Mint tea yesterday. The aroma just happened to remain in the teapot. Is that really all there is to it? Knitting from the pot Larry had replaced. Miss Hall said the aroma was left over from the mint tea she prepared yesterday. Indeed, she seemed less surprised to find out that Larry broke the teapot. More surprised by the fact that the pots had been switched. Normally, in the reverse, broken teapot is much more shocking. There's a possibility though she's hiding Normallium inside this teapot. The only possibility for now, but is one worth investigating. Instead of best, I assume you haven't found the Normallium yet. Huh? Oh! I've had the entire Art Museum searched, but I haven't received any reports yet. What about you? Don't you have any ideas? Only one. Hold up. Okay. I knew it. Nobody but me would be able to find... Wait, what? What? You have an idea where it is? Indeed. Then tell me! This sort of apologies. Oh my god. Oh my god. Not a present. It's an important piece of evidence. Hello? Monsieur Edgeworth? Is there something wrong with the teapot I used? This teapot has a minty aroma to it. It's the same aroma as one of the two chemicals used to create the poison gas. Monsieur Edgeworth, surely you don't mean... You suspect me of having set off the poison gas? I do. Well, that was blunt. Setting up the poison gas trap in the Autumn Palace would have required some preparation. As the curator of the museum, you're the only one who could have prepared it in advance. I wonder about that. Preparations for the opening of the museum took about a week. Of course, Delicia is also under scrutiny. Furthermore, I don't even know how to create something like poison gas. Her excuse is that she doesn't know how to prepare the poison gas. I must find a way to shatter that excuse. We done? Nope, we've still got more to do, huh? Hello. The best! Oi! Hoi! Yeshi! Alright. Do I have anything I can present? I don't know a whole lot about the case. I'm sorry. Why is Kay singing along with her? Do they suit your taste? They were so sweet, absolutely delicious. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, is this me? Yes. It's a sketch done by our pseudo-artist over there. No, for the time being, this is a valid piece of evidence. Unexpected talent indeed. Hold up. Hold up. I need to grab something. Here it is. If I can get it, give me 1 sec. Here we go. There it is. Alright. I don't know what to do next. I'm supposed to present something? Family photo. I don't know! Okay, why is Kate singing along? Why is Kay and Kate? Kay and Kate, okay. Presento. Oh, it's Katie's chocolates! Uncle Ray really loves how sweet they are. The sweet flavor goes really well with the bit of coffee in the office. I see. Coffee would indeed go well with this. It's possible. Yep, then hold on to it closely. Hurry, hurry, put it away. He doesn't think much about this. Some chocolate? Her guess was not to melt the chocolate. You're talking about the chocolate. Kay and I got some too, you know. What? That's unfair. Gee, damn it. I'll just die now. Anyone's your type as long as they're female? Not like that at all. I have standard. This man, he could tell Alicia's age with just a single look. It's Gustavia's son they didn't find, right? What am I forgetting to investigate then? Is there anything I haven't investigated? The statues of a couple of Roman costume appear okay at the height of his fame. Venus, the goddess of beauty, and her manservant. Oh wait, I thought haven't we already seen that text? Yeah, it was the same on that side. Okay. You? Oh, you have it. The body has already been recovered by the police. Why was the body of the victim from 18 years ago found floating in the fountain? I mean, wouldn't the body have been gone all goopy after 18 years? I don't know if I would call it goopy. A special method to preserve the body, which means freezing. Mr. Forensic Guy, any new information? Yes! Normallium fatalium have been detected in the fountain water. With a stream from the autumn palace to the fountain. Aside from chemicals, we also found high levels of sugar. Working hard on investigating it. Sugar in the fountain water? What could have caused that? Da 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 da. It's gumshoe. Da da. Yeah. not good, yeah, outside about the bar. His resourcefulness has saved me many times these past few days. All of the sculptures in the Wizard's Palace have melted. There's still some liquid left in the cases, but there's less in the Gemini case than the Taurus case. There's still liquid in the glass cases. Yes, sir. We just investigated the light blue liquid a moment ago. We only detected sugar in the Taurus case, but for some reason, in the Gemini case, we detected 3 different substances. 3 substances. They consisted of sugar, salt, and blood. Blood. Blood and salt water were discovered in the Gemini case. What whose blood it could have been? I looked into it. Right. I'll leave it to you. That reminds me, the forensics investigating contacted me. Seems the sugar found in the fountain matches that found in the light blue liquid. Sounds like valuable information. Is that all the new information you have for me? Oh, now that you mention it, found a rainbow light device there too. Oh. Delicia. That was gummy, yes it was. Alright, Delicia, would you be willing to aid in the investigation? Actually, of course, anything for Miley and Kayfabe. Kayfabe! Bye, that's out of the question! Even if we ask her, she won't listen to what we have to say. The decorations! The decorations that are used in this museum. Specifically, the fluorescent cloths and a special device called a rainbow light device. Yes, see, of course I do! Because they are presents that I gave to Katie. As an apology for breaking the rules 18 years ago. I gave her 4 new rock salt lamps and the 4 fluorescent cloths I used in the contest. Wow, that sounds nice. Fluorescent cloths and rock salt lamps. That's a cool thing to say. I like them too, you know. Hey, that was back when Ray was still a cute little boy. Back when she was a cute little boy. I can't even imagine it. Probably. The rock salt lamp and the cloth rainbow device. They all seem the same. Yeah. Let's set off the poison gas. Let's see what she has to say about setting off the poison gas. We don't want to set off poison gas. That would be bad. Well, it might be possible if they've seen the Angel's recipe. Oh. It goes into logic, interesting. Master Group. Cold Killer X. The cold medicine that promises to kill cold's good. That sounds like a slogan, huh? Also part of that small group of elite pharmacists. Alright. Wasn't there a dirty rag in your bag that looks similar to this? Fine, I'm not going to give any information to someone who calls it a dirty rag. Then, what if I called it a washcloth? Fine, wrong again. Fluorescent cloth. Ah, oops. That was supposed to be a secret. Please tell me all you know about this fluorescent cloth. Guess I have no choice since the cat's out of the bag. Floating in the fountain. Right after that, I was called to the Autumn Palace. Yeah. Washed away. But didn't you only give 4 fluorescent cloths as a present to this museum? There were 4 fluorescent cloths covering the sculptures in the Autumn Palace, right? So that's when I realized that this was the cloth that went missing 18 years ago. Huh. I see. I wonder if the blue tablecloth... Ooh, actually, I wonder if the blue tablecloth that they were using was actually the fluorescent cloth. Is it big enough for that to be a tablecloth? If there was light blue, not dark blue, but maybe the colors, the light device would have changed it. Okay. It's the same dialogue. Okay. Catherine Hall. Could you tell me what kind of person Miss Hall is? Miles, don't tell me. You're also interested in Katie? No. Well, all joking aside, all Uncle Reckon says, the Kate I know is truly an admirable woman. For 18 years, she's always wanted to remain here and wait for Master's return. However, she was driven out of the mansion by Master's relatives. What? She was driven out of the mansion? That's because Kate isn't related by blood to Mr. Master. With no family and a job taken from her, she could only live on with the song and dance that Mr. Master had taught her. Well, she's now retired as a world-famous actress, though. Why did she retire? Saved up enough money to buy this mansion. Got back the angel's weapon. Okay, there we go. That's what we needed. Thank you. Okay. Easy, easy. The method used to set off the poison gas is explained in the Angel's recipe. And the current owner of the Angel's recipe is Miss Hall. Ah, so that means... Indeed. Is it possible that you knew how to set off the poison gas? Complete. Ooh. Investigation complete. Wow. Cool. Oh, wait, that was just the end of the chapter. But da 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 da. April 2, 233. Let's see how we go here. Report! Where's the teapot? You can't be serious. Just like Miss Edgeworth said, Miss Hall. Darn it, did Miss Edgeworth take the title of the best from me again? Mr. the Best, it seems like you have an obsession about being the best. But when you're on a case, winning and losing is of no importance. What are you saying? Obviously, it's best to be the best at everything. If you can't understand that, then you have no business being a prosecutor. What? Oh shit. Please stop harassing Sebastian. Huh. Well, I almost feel sorry for Sebastian the Best. Like, it feels like she's almost brainwashed by Courtney. Maybe that's not the best way to describe it, but like, What is going to the teapot? Objection! What do you mean? The Angel's recipe is in your possession. And the method to create the poison gas is contained inside that recipe book. So you must have known how to create it. Miss Curator, is it true? It's true that information about the poison gas is contained in one of the recipes. However, just because I saw it does not mean I was responsible for the crime. Could you tell me what set off the poison gas? Does she intend to deny it until the bitter end? Furthermore, I wouldn't be able to obtain a chemical like Megatoxin X. That may be true, but could you steal it from someone else? That reminds me, I met with Katie a week ago and that night was when I realized the Megatex. Oh no, Katie, you couldn't have. Madame Delisha always carried her medicine bag around with her. Anyone could have stolen it. That's right. I don't have any proof that she was the one who stole it. Okay, can't you tell us what you're hiding? I know you're not the kind of person who would hurt someone without a reason. But your shields, you doubt me as well. Setting a trap on one of the gallery's exhibits, and then it disguising the rooms. I just think it would have been impossible for anyone else. Anyone else but the curator. That's not true. There are no guards or security cameras at the scout. It would have been an easy task for them. Then isn't like in an all-you-can-steal pub. You have to be careful, you never know when a great thief could appear. It doesn't sound like a joke when Kay says it. It doesn't sound like a joke. Well, that be. Looks like Uncle Ray can't do anything to break that Kate's sign card. Use the technique your old man taught me. The technique? My father taught you. Don't understand, but if we try turning things around, might be a hint in the case in the past. Thinking the other way around. Did my father do that too? Past case and K. Wait, hang on. 18 years ago, it seems that you melted Mr. Dover's sherbet sculptures. I was young and inexperienced and did something inexcusable. However, isn't that why you were able to open the Zodiac Archive? I don't know what you mean. I don't understand either. Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you seek her testimony? Yes. I'd like her to tell me about the Zodiac Art Gallery, or the reason you decided to open a gallery for Mr. Dover's artwork. Hello! 18 years about my... Okay. I finally able to buy back this mansion, yep. In order to maintain it, I decided to manage it as an art gallery. All over the world. After all, it was my dream to open the Zodiac Art Gallery. What do you think, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I don't believe there was anything strange about her testimony. Judge Courtney, I believe in the courtroom it is standard to cross-examine the witness. Wouldn't you agree it's a little too early to say that there are no contradictions? You speak like a defense attorney. Very well. Proceed as you please.
Hold it!
She looks like she's having fun. Well, she is a former actress. Singing and dancing is her livelihood. Enough with the singing. Please continue your testimony. An art gallery. Hold it! Okay. How did you prepare the Taurus and Gemini sculptures? I heard that Mr. Dover passed away before you completed those two sculptures. I refer to a musical in here. He's innocent. The prosecutor at the time did not believe it, but in order to protect Catherine Hall, Jeffrey Master gave a false confession. They're both trying to protect each other. Shouldn't have been replicas. Miss Hall is obviously lying. I'm guessing they never melted then. from 18 years ago. Unless I point that out to her, I won't be able to find out the truth. So it's the last one. So they never melted then. Okay. Did you really think your excuses would continue to hold up? No matter how much you lie, you can't deny the composition of the sculptures. From the analysis results, it's quite clear that the sculptures in this Winter Palace are the sherbet sculpture Mr. Dover created. Oi, Miley! As a pharmacist, it's my turn to shine! What we call sugar actually comes in many different varieties and tastes. Even if the sculptures were replicas, it's nearly impossible to replicate the composition. I see, thank you for the explanation. Though, I don't recall asking for one. That, Miss Hall, means you couldn't have melted the sherbet sculptures back then. You stole them and preserved them for 18 years. Damn, really? If you freeze it properly, it's not impossible. I can't believe you've already uncovered so much. So you're admitting that you stole the sherbet sculptures? No, I cannot admit to such a thing. There isn't any proof that I stole them after all. Also, I couldn't have stolen the sculptures 18 years ago. I don't think they would have been easy to steal without the police noticing. That's so. I know what you did 18 years ago. As such, how can I judge how difficult it would have been to steal them? Looks like you won't give up so easily. I don't intend on giving up until I learn the truth. Seize the truth. Trust was your. I understand. And I should tell you what I did 18 years ago. Alright. On the day of the incident, I was waiting in the main building until the judging. During the judging at Monsieur Master's request, I went to change the film on the camera. In the camera. I discovered Monsieur's body. Then I witnessed Monsieur Gustavia entering the Monsieur Dover's room. And that was everything I had done on that day. That's not your decision to make. Just prove that she stole the sculptures. Well, that's unexpected. You knew about the show, Miles. My father told me about it once, so I just happened to watch it a few times. Oh, that's some nice continuity. Oh, I see. Here, right? Oh, it was in the service cart. It was underneath or something. That's exactly what it is. Oh, because the things were cold. That's what it was. The fucking the bottom of them were cold. Oh, this is totally what it is. The saucer was chill. The saucer was chill. told them then. This is when you stole the sherbet sculptures. I'm sorry, but Monsieur Shields and company were at the fountain patch the entire time. Are you saying that I stole them in broad daylight? That's precisely what I'm saying.
Take that!
Neither my father nor Mr. Shields realized the sculptures were... The sculpture was right in front of them. What were you pushing around was no ordinary service card. It was the sculpture itself. Overruled! Surely that would be impossible. If she placed the sculptures on the service card, people would notice immediately. Never said she used the service card to move the sculptures. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Take that!
The lift trolley. Yes. If the sculptures were placed on this lift trolley and then covered with a tablecloth, it could have been disguised as a service cart and moved without arousing suspicion. So the source was sure because they were sitting on the ice sculptures. Kate! What is the meaning of this? What were you thinking? That was truly impressive. You certainly are Monsieur Gregory's son. For 18 years, it's hard to imagine any proof that I stole the sculptures remained. But I knew it was only a matter of time until I was suspected. Mrs. Curator, does this mean you admit to stealing the sculptures? Yes, I admit it. 18 years ago, I stole the sherbet sculptures from the Monsieur Dover's room. Ice block with all the star clusters on it. That seems familiar. Oh! Oh, this? The Winter Palace is a reproduction of Mr. Dover's room from 18 years ago. Because they had melted, my father never got the chance to see them. But those blocks of ice were also originally from Sherbet Salon. I took everything I could, and then I placed empty glass cases in Monsieur's room. Right. The ice blocks were being displayed as they were. As per rules, we prepared the glass cases, Mr. Dover. It had been easy for her to prepare the glass cases. I thought if I melted them, the ones that I'd stored melted too. So everything you see in the Winter Palace are all original works from 18 years ago. Miss Hall, it didn't take much to get her to confess, that she must know. She knows it isn't enough to try her in court. That is all I have to say. But, even though I admit to stealing the sculptures, you can't arrest me for it. You're assisting an investigation without knowing this much. The statute of limitations for dummy. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Theft is 7 years, murder 15 years. If possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached, then resumes. If charges are pressed to demand compensation, the statute is frozen for the length of that procedure. Okay. Okay, sure. You just did that. Oh, it was on the bottom screen. Sorry. My bad. We have no right to pass judgment, yeah.
Objection!
Objection! If you only took the sculptures, we wouldn't have found the body from 18 years ago. The hid Monsieur Dover's body? That's correct. Be very difficult under normal circumstances. So you're saying the circumstances weren't normal? Are you claiming that you know where the body was hidden? When you consider Miss Hall's actions, the answer becomes obvious. 18 years ago, Miss Hall stole something more than just Chauvin's sculpture. Where did... Where did they... What do you mean, where? What do you mean, where? Hold up, I'm just checking something. What do you mean, where? Oh wait, I can... It's made to look like the service card and was used to move the body. The reason was because the body had been kept inside a case of ice. What's this? Nothing. Okay. Cool. Is the pamphlet? Here. That's a pamphlet. That's a piece of paper. Indeed, this is what she says. Before that, could I please have one more chance? As you wish, but if you continue to be disruptive, I will not hesitate. Fuck, what do you mean, where? Lift trolley? That's not it. What do you mean, where? There's no place in my fucking organizer. In my prosecutor's badge. Fluorescent cloth? Nope. Hold up. Also, shit. I've just realized I have the wrong screen. Whoops. I don't know how long that was like that for. Whoops. My bad. Where did she hide the body? The frame? In that case, that's the only place. This is the photograph of Mr. Dover's sculptures. Yes, and perhaps you've noticed that the victim's body can be seen in this picture. What? Is it the sculpture itself? I guess it is. The Gemini sculpture, yes. Damn, took long enough. Oh, hey, BDP, what's up? Yeah, hold on. I don't know why I got so confused when they said where. I'm like, this is the only place, but surely it's not this obvious, right? In reality, this is not the... What? When? How did we get here? This ice sculpture is the victim's body. What I can see from this picture is an ice sculpture statue. That's because a certain piece of evidence was used to conceal it. Conceal it? Oh.
Take that!
Did it? Why did the volume of the music just suddenly drop? That's strange. But whatever, like the sound effects are the same volume. It doesn't matter. Isn't that right, Alicia? Yesy! When it glows red, it's like a raging inferno. And when it glows blue, you can almost feel the glittering cool lights. Overruled!
Objection!
Judge Courtney, look closely at the picture one more time. It's a box shape, yeah, to the pedestal. There it is. This is a rainbow light device. Detective Gumshoe reported one in the Winter Palace. This is the device that went missing 18 years ago. Originally, it would have been attached to the cloth inside the glass case. Naturally, Miss Hall took the device with her when she moved the sculptures. Where did she put the sculptures, though? That's ridiculous. I mean, a lot of Ace Attorney cases are ridiculous, so I'm not surprised. That's right, the body had been in front of us all along disguised as Gemini. However, the body and the fluorescent cloth were both discovered in the fountain. If the ice sculpture was the body, we would have found the Winter Palace. Huh. If we had found it there, her trick would have been revealed immediately. Miss Hall moved the body out of the Winter Palace to prevent us from discovering it. Absurd! You say you should move the body in the fountain without any of us noticing. No, Judge Courtney. There was no need for that. We simply used the same method as before. Remember the lift trolley? She moved the body to some other room and dumped it into the stream. To the fountain. Hang on. Dumped it into the stream to the fountain. Wait, is it big enough for that? Naturally, the frozen body would have sunk to the bottom of the fountain. That's why the clock floated up first and was found by Delisha. And eventually, the body that thawed out and floated out and yeah, you truly have a gift for deductive reasoning. However, do you have any proof that I moved the body? If you cannot prove that, then there's no way I can accept what you are saying. Wasn't there anyone who saw Miss Hall move the body? Yes, I believe such a person exists. The answer lies... There's a typo. Lies... The answers lie in the evidence that person gave me. And that piece of evidence will reveal the truth of Miss Hall's actions. Certainly. Actions. It's the sketch of the beauties, right?
Take that!
Another sketch! Oh, it appears I have been drawn in this one. This is a sketch Larry drew of the woman at the fountain patio. I'd like to direct it into the surface cart on the left side. You can see the golden handle. Don't you see? What transpired 18 years has happened again. Miss Hall was moving the body in this sketch. No. Please wait. The key detail in the sketch is the color of the tablecloth. Up until now, I thought Larry had just made a mistake. The tablecloth, it's light blue. It may be light blue in the sketch, but no blue tablecloth exists in this mansion. It's a fluorescent cloth. It's hidden, still glowing, underneath the tablecloth. But the lift trolley is rectangular in the sketch. She just placed the body in the lift trolley. We would have noticed immediately. There were 2 blocks of ice in the Winter Palace that are completely hollowed out. She put the body inside the block of ice. It would look, yeah, okay. Miss Hall, you put the body in the block of ice and used the lift trolley to move it, didn't you? I never imagined you would be able to do so much from just a single sketch. But what if it was just a mistake, like you said before? Doesn't prove anything. I agree that alone sketch is worthless. Once you removed the body, the service cart would revert back to a lift trolley. That's why the lift trolley was left behind in the fountain patio. Chocolates I gave to everyone. Until then, the chocolates had sat on top of the service cart as you gave them away. When you gave them to us, you took them from your pocket. Now that you mention it, they were a bit melted, but they were still really sweet and tasty. So why was it necessary to put them in your pocket halfway through? Right. Okay. Hold it right there. Then, where did the tablecloth go? I don't have time to dispose of the tablecloth. Where did the tablecloth go? The tablecloth wasn't hidden. It's right in front of us. Do clarify. Wait, does Miss Hall have it with her? Is it like... Wait a sec. Isn't it obvious? Miss Hall is carrying it with her out in the open. Oh, it's her... Oh, it's her... Oh, I see it. I see it. It's right there. Oh my god. You are wearing the tablecloth around your waist. The block of ice was not encased in a glass case. In other words, the tablecloth was in direct contact with the block of ice. If we have it examined, we will undoubtedly find traces of sherbet on it. Miss Hall, you will turn your tablecloth over to the police at once. Take off your skirt. There's no need to examine the tablecloth. It is just as you say. I stole the poison from Madame Delicia, and I moved the body. I've done terrible things. We could go took your Megatoxin X bottle. What were you thinking? Well, we always trying to find this. Yeah, I could not let myself be arrested. Not until I'd proven Monsieur Monster's innocence. From the very beginning, I had planned to turn myself in once everything was over. But it's too late to say that now. Kate, why? Why would you go this far? Even for Monsieur Shields, I've caused nothing but trouble. For the past 18 years, I've been a criminal. Don't tell me that you were the true culprit. My greatest crime was stealing the sherbet sculptures for my own selfish interest. When Monsieur died, they were no longer just ordinary sculptures. They had become the final works of the sculptor Monsieur Master so deeply loved. Master loved! Right, of course. He didn't know, you didn't know his body was hidden. So stole the sculptures without noticing the body. But because of me, the body vanished, and Monsieur Masters was found guilty, and his hair went white. That kind man, he treated someone like me as family. Right. Kate. No other way to atone of your sins except poisoning someone. What? Misunderstood her. It seems she caused this entire incident in order to save Mr. Master. There is one thing that has been bothering me this whole time. Why would Miss Hall plan a murder with such an uncertain method like poison gas? And the reason why she disguised the Autumn Palace to look like the Winter Palace was to make those involved in the incident confuse the two rooms. I wonder what Kate was trying to accomplish. She was trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence. In that case, Miss Hall's true objective was to find the true culprit. Perhaps she was trying to find the true culprit. That's what I was thinking. You wanted to reveal the true culprit and have the police find the body from 18 years ago. Was that not your true goal? By displaying those sculptures, you'd attract those involved in the past incident. Only two people would know where the body was hidden, you and the true culprit. The culprit would have panicked, knowing that the body would be displayed publicly. Yes, and if the culprit really showed up, there's the risk they'd erase their tracks. In the worst case scenario, they might have even stolen the body. So, how could she protect the evidence while simultaneously luring in the culprit? I see, that's why she made the Autumn Palace look like the Winter Palace. So we're saying Gustavia's the culprit. Believing to be the Gemini case. Must be the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. What? But that means that person is the true culprit? Please wait a moment. Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you realize what you're saying? Do you intend to accuse that person of being the culprit behind the IS-7 incident? Miss Hall was trying to trap the true culprit. If so, wouldn't the person who fell for the trap be the true culprit? However, I have no evidence to back up my claims. If I make a formal accusation without any proof, it will not end well. Should I announce the true killer of Isaac Dover? Reveal the truth. In that case, there is no need to hesitate. I guess this is the right... yeah. I guess it didn't matter. Just Courtney. I indict this person as the true culprit behind the IS-7 incident.
Take that!
Gustius! Mr. Gustavia. Miss Hall, didn't you believe that if you opened this gallery, the true culprit would come? That's why you set up the poison gas trap, is it not? You truly have a gifted mind, just like your father. It is such a fair to say, Monsieur Edgeworth. Now, would you tell us the whole truth? Please tell us the whole truth. Nothing more to hide. It would prove his innocence. Why didn't you ever come talk to me? There might have been another way. I know that you did everything you could for me over the past 18 years. However, all of this had been brought on by my own crime. That's why I wanted to save Monsieur Master as soon as possible. Okay. Not only that, but the police hid the fact that the body went missing 18 years. Even if I reported the body, there's a chance that the truth would be hidden again. That's why I caused the incident at the museum's opening, with as many witnesses as possible. I'm sorry, Gregory, Mr. Master, and even you. I couldn't protect anyone. Mr. Shields. Huh. Okay. Well. Let's continue for a bit longer. Miss Hall, have you composed yourself? However, you committed this crime in order to prove Master's innocence. If the true culprit is someone else, we have a duty to reinvestigate. Whoa! Never mind. No false evidence from the IS-7 incident remains in the official case files. Moreover, there is no evidence to lend credence to Miss Hall's testimony. We should first arrest— this is— you know what? A lot of this is fucking Von Karma's fault. Oh my god.
Objection!
Almost everything is his fault somehow. Yes, that's not my concern. The truth is that evidence was falsified. And that the fact that Dover's body from 18 years ago was just discovered proves it. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I can see Reverend and Prosecutor Von Karma within you. What did you say? Let me try and inform you of my, rather, the PIC's logic. Is that really what the PIC believes? Yes, every word I utter is for the sake of law and order. What is her goal here? Yes, however, successfully convicted as an accomplice. Confession. Prosecutor Hannah's confession. The ruling may not be just. Overruled! Rip laser. Believe that the true culprit was Miss Curator herself. She even attempted to murder. Okay. I cannot allow this case to end here. There's still something that needs to be cleared up. Looks like I'll have to show Judge Courtney something to convince her. Oh, okay. What do I need to show? Do I do the IS case file here? Hold on. Parts and orange are Shields notes. Okay. Acknowledge that. Why wouldn't you reopen the case? The goddess of law does not earn a judgment. While Prosecutor Von Karma may have used on-handed net tactics. Objection! If you ask me. I love that fucking objection. Oh god. Such a good objection though. I can already declare my verdict. There's no need to further investigation. So I press this one, I think. Hold up. Are you saying that both Miss Hall and Mr. Master murdered Isaac Dover? Mr. Master committed the murder while Miss Curator moved the body. That's what I believe. What? How can you say that? We would never kill Monsieur Dover. That's a new statement.
Hold it!
That's a new statement. By ample evidence, you mean... For the I-7 incident, we have a body, the murder weapon, and a pair of suspects. We don't have a motive, though. For your OPIC hero. What? Well, as you know, you're always welcome to join the Edgeworth Law officers.
Hold it!
Are you saying that there is nothing left for us to investigate? This court will accept no further deliberations. I shall now deliver my verdict for the defendant, Catherine Cole. Pronounce you...
Objection!
Hold it! Objection! Hold it! Requires further deliberation. There is. There is something that needs to be cleared up. There's only one thing I can think of that... This is basically saying, what haven't we discussed at all?
Objection!
I guess not. It's not the family photo. I feel like that's too abstract. Don't you have a problem with that statement just now? Exactly. Because it's no problem at all. In that case, you should have refrained from speaking in the first place. Do we, though?
Objection!
What am I supposed to present here? And in what statement? I need to present something... Okay. The impression I give off. Hold up. That's correct. That's a theory. We don't have ample evidence though for the I-7 and the gas incident. What do I present that's...
Objection!
No? Is this the first time I'm gonna have to search up? Because I genuinely just don't understand what I'm supposed to present. Hold on, let me read through those hints again at the end. I cannot allow this to end here. There's still something I'll have to show to convince her. Something to convince her. Okay. Shield's notes. Autopsy report? We didn't get an autopsy report. Identical to the sherbet desserts. No, that's fine. Okay. Causes a chemical reaction. Angel's recipe? Someone... I can assume no fingerprints were found. Did we ever figure out what this was? Dover's blood. What are we missing? A motive. Body the murder weapon and a pair of suspects. 2 chemicals. Miss Hall's confession. Okay, hold on. Oh, is there really no need? I don't know. I am so confused. Oh my god. What the fuck? The game's not gonna give me any bones, that's the thing. Okay. Ample evidence for both the IS-7 incident and today's poison gas incident. I'm gonna give the game a save actually, just in case. I'm not sure if I fail, if I restart from the save point or what. Shit, I'm lost. End part 3. Okay, so we're at the end of the case. Fuck! What am I supposed to... Let's see. It's not this, is it? No. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna fucking lose all my fucking things. I haven't actually got a game over screen in this game, so I don't actually know what it looks like. Do we have ample evidence for both? Okay, hold on. What is drain? Okay. We don't know anything about their sons, that's the problem. But I've tried presenting this, haven't I? Is it the sketch? Case files. I've tried presenting this, it's not this. It can't be the sketch. If all possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached, then resumed. The statute is already down, though. That's not going to be useful. Surface of the platform is wet. That makes sense. I'm not quite sure what they want me to present here. Am I being stupid? Have I forgotten something, or...? I pressed everything, right? Oh. Hold it, haha. I'm pretty sure I pressed everything.
Hold it.
That was the same. Whoops, that's not what I meant to press, but okay.
Hold it. Hold it. Objection. Hold it. Objection.
Fuck me. Fuck me sideways. I don't know. Oh my god. Do I need to look this up? I don't want to look this up. There's still a few questions, but I'm not like, it's like, do I need to present something that we clearly know nothing about, or what? It's times like this where it's like, I think I possibly know the answer, but I don't know the specific answer they want me to answer with. Here's my prosecutor's badge. I presented the family photo already. Wait. It's this? It's the blood. It's because there's blood in the fucking... Oh, there... Oh my god. I got it. It's because there's blood. There's blood in the sculptures. We don't know what that blood is. They didn't mention. They just said there was blood. Oh my god. Take a look at this. Oh my god. I really had to think about that one. But that's satisfying. It's so satisfying. This is what I love about Ace Attorney. Like, I both hate and love it when it's like, here are the fucking loops that you need to go, hoops you need to go through. Because we're not gonna, it's like, I don't know. Sometimes there are questions where it's like a bit too, like, a big jump in logic, or it's funny, there's a lot of instances in Ace Attorney where sometimes it's like, I feel like I know the answer, but the game won't let me answer until I take every step towards there, and then I have to figure out which specific piece of evidence they want. It's like when you know the answer, but you don't know which piece of evidence they want you to show. In this case, I knew what I had to do. I had to point out something that hadn't been resolved, but there were a few pieces of evidence we just don't know anything about. I wasn't sure if they needed me to show that or this, and this is more relevant because there's the blood within the fucking sculpture that we don't know anything about it. Yeah. I feel like this case is actually a little ahead of where my head is. Like, maybe I'm not thinking as much as I probably should be, but I feel like they're actually kind of a few steps ahead of what I'm thinking of my brain. And I actually don't mind that feeling. It's super satisfying when I figure something out like this. And this wasn't a guess answer. Sometimes when I figure it out, it's like I present evidence and it's like, this seems like the most, by process of elimination, this is the most likely thing. But for this, it was like, oh, wait, there's that blood. I actually realized it. And I love that feeling. It's super satisfying. Until we know the answer, this case is still open. Yeah, Cruising Coastline. I also play Ace Attorney. Welcome to the stream. Just got the collection. Yeah, I need to God, I have the Ace Attorney Chronicles, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles as well. I'm gonna play that eventually, but I want to finish this game first. There was blood mixing with the remains of the Gemini sculpture. I heard nothing of the Sebastian. This was a report from Detective Gumshoe. I had planned to tell Mr. the Best myself. See, even though you had no investigative authority, you still did as you pleased. I shall report everything that transpired to the PIC. I will not avert my eyes from the truth, nor shall I overlook the mistakes of the past. If you wish to report my actions to the PIC, be my guest. But in exchange, I want you to let me investigate this case to the very end. It is not my place to decide such things. I must ask that you check with Sebastian regarding the matter. Huh. Hey, good news, you guys! He's recovered. Thanks to early detection, Mr. Gasavia's life was saved. Mr. Gasavia. So, he's alive. Would you be the one to save my life? Hey, Mr. Gasavia. You are so assistant, are you not? You've grown so big this time. This one is your assistant then. No, I'm... He's assistant candidate and Gregory Edgeworth's son. I'm Miles Edgeworth, a prosecutor. What a twist of fate. I'm in your debt. There's no need for thanks. Since you're alive, we can reach the truth behind the incident 18 years ago. What do you speak of? While you're unconscious, the truth has started to come to light. You may be Zakdova's murderer. What? Really? This whore was looking for the criminal behind the events of 18 years ago. That's why she set up the poison gas in the Pisces case. Then, 18 years ago, tell us what really happened. So you wish to remain silent? Nah, I think he's just meditating. That's right. Meditation is different from sleeping though. Mr. Gustavia, please tell us what you did 18 years ago. I'm the criminal because I fell for the trap. That's not a very funny joke. I'm a victim, not the culprit. Mr. Gustavius is not the criminal. Baseless speculation. Do not concern yourself with the drivel of a prosecutor without jurisdiction. At least there is one person here who understands. Justine Courtney, I'm a judge. If you would like, I would be happy to assist you. Let us show Prosecutor Edgeworth the truth of 18 years ago. Understood. I shall prove my innocence to you. To prosecute. Judge Courtney, is that your answer? Do you intend to bury the truth of the IS-7 incident before it can be brought to light? I merely believe in the judgments of the goddess of law. Ultimately, those who render judgment only human. As long as humans control the law, there's no guarantee that every verdict is correct. If you're going to help conceal the truth, I will not hold back. I am looking forward to it. Lady Justine, what should I do now? You're being suspected because you set off the poison gas. Can you tell us the reason? Why you opened the Pisces case? Understood. I came to see Sir Dover's work from 18 years ago. However, I accidentally entered the art museum half an hour before it opened. Miss Hold, if there was nobody at the entrance, correct? Since I thought the criminal from 18 years ago might be coming, I had no security guards in place. I didn't even lock the doors. I was very busy with opening preparations, so there was nobody on the first floor. In addition, I locked every palace door aside from the autumn room. I see. This must have been done to lure the criminal to the Autumn Palace, which is why he ended up entering the Autumn Palace. It's very suspicious he snuck into the museum in the first place. Gallery? This is in a courtroom. Pisces case, yes. Pisces, wasn't it? The lid had been frozen shut, so I borrowed a burner to open it. But as I opened the lid, poison gas began pouring out. No evidence to disprove it. Okay.
Objection.
Objection! The trap, okay. You are her only target. You are willing to accept the words of this criminal as the truth. This whore must atone for her crimes. However, the same can be said for the criminal from 18 years ago. So, prosecutor, it seems you wish to suspect me of the bitter end. However, I have no reason to murder Sir Doe. If there is no evidence to suggest that I killed him, you cannot suspect me. All we know for sure is that Mr. Gustavia fell victim to the poison gas. No matter how strange his behavior was, it won't prove who committed the murder. If there isn't any evidence, we should try reorganizing the facts. Mr. Gustavia was the one who killed Mr. Dover. There must have been a motive. Is denying that such a motive exists. Alright, logic time. You claim their collaboration is irrelevant. Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover's relationship had turned sour. So this time things are different. Mr. Gustavia. It's a cool name, Gustavia. Delisha denied leaving finger marks on the frame. If they were left by Mr. Gustavia, he may have been trying to view the angel's recipe. Okay. Once your master asked me to change the film on the camera, it seemed the film he prepared in advance wasn't enough. There wasn't enough film. Didn't match up with the numbers of film remaining. Told me himself it might have been just a mistake, though. Logic to reveal the truth. Okay. I think partnership turned sour and motive for the murder. No. Shit, I don't have any lives left, do I? This could be a fucking bust. Oh no, this actually does. He must have taken photos of the recipe then. If he had photographed the contents of the angel's recipe, he wouldn't need to steal it. Perhaps Mr. Gustavia used Mr. Master's camera to take the pictures. If he had stolen the actual recipe book, the police would have found out. I see pictures there. The problem is the time at which he entered Mr. Master's room. Mr. Gustavia could have moved around freely during the afternoon tea, right? Because it seems both him and Mr. Dover did not participate in the afternoon tea. If I remember correctly, the only time we can prove that Dover was still alive is... Unlocked was Jeff Master. I also ate Icy's desserts. That's a convenient nickname, Isaac. Ice. Yeah, okay. Icy. Yeah, Icy. Icy! Okay. If we assume he was killed at some point before Delisha snuck into his room, then there is a high chance that he was killed before the afternoon tea was over. Well, it's either that or the other one. Yeah, okay. Well, I could fucking... Oh, fuck. I should save, maybe. Oh, God. I've thought that a lot. Yeah, I definitely overthought that a lot. Okay, it's probably this and this. Okay. God, I'm running out of HP here. If I... Let me save. Maybe not the best idea to save with one life. This is gonna be bad if I fucking just not manage, huh? You collaborated with the victim, Isaac Dover, to create your desserts, didn't you? Oh, it seems you know about my secret. Mr. Shields told me about it. Mr. Dover handled the design while you were in charge of the taste. Is that correct? Back then, my training had been insufficient. Seemed you worked together until the semi-finals, but not during the finals. Why is that? We both wish to compete in the finals against Sir Master in our own ways. You must have also helped Isaac Dover with the desertium. What makes you able to declare something like that? Didn't you tell Prosecutor Konkama about it yourself 18 years ago? That you cooperated until the day before the finals. That's right. So I realized Gustavo ended the day before the finals. Then why did Mr. Dover not help Gustavo in return? Yep. That would be a motive for murder. Why does he have a teacup on his hand? Okay, sure. However, Sir Dover and I ended our partnership peacefully. A peaceful breakup. That's hard to imagine. Not to mention, it's absurd to accept Sir Dover in Sir Master's room. I couldn't have killed if Sir Master was also there, making his desserts. I don't want to have to go through the text again, that's all. God. Oh god, I have one more life. I guess this is like a Nuzlocke, right? I think we're really reaching the end though, huh? That's not true. If there was a moment when Mr. Master was absent from the room, I could prove that it was possible for Mr. Gower to commit murder. Well, I only have two things, so it's impossible to get wrong. Sorry, but I'm far from satisfied, because I'm finally starting to see. Yeah, let's go. There's no need to present any evidence, since we can just have Mr. Gustavia tell us the truth. Indeed. Mr. Gustavia, there is one thing I want you to tell me. Logic chess? I said, Mr. Gustavia, there is one thing I want you to tell me. What is it? During the fun. Alright, he was meditating. I want to compete for the title of the world's greatest pastry chef on my own merit. If that was truly the case, you would have computed on your own merits from the start. I want you to tell me why it was necessary for you to cooperate with Isaac Dover. During the contest 18 years ago, Mr. Gustavio collaborated with Mr. Dover. Okay, I need to save again because I think my last lifeline is not going to last. I get very cautious. It's okay. I wonder, what made them decide to cooperate in the first place? That's what I need to draw out from him, but... he's meditating. Oh, fuck. Pretends to meditate when things aren't going his way. He pretends to meditate. Why he collaborate with Mr. Dover? The truth has been hidden for 18 years. That ends today. Logic chess! Why did you decide to collaborate with Isaac Dover? Sir Dover and I were already acquainted even before the contest began. Since he was interested in the contest, we simply decided to enter it together. Joining forces with a sculptor. You weren't confident in your own abilities? You know nothing about it. Want to make great works together. Sir Dover's son and my own attended the same elementary school. We grew along from the start. Really? So we're going to share the title of World's Greatest Pastry Chef together. Gonna wait. My condition may be worsening. I should get back to the infirmary. Wait! Oh wait, shit, you were too passive there? Okay, this isn't actually gonna take my life around. Okay. Alright. I got it. Wake up! As expected, he tends to meditate when things aren't going his way. Mr. Dover was a sculptor. Doubt he had any interest in the title of World's Greatest Pastry Chef. In that case, where does his true goal lie? Oh, that's right. Indeed, my goal was the title of the World's Greatest Pastry Chef. However, Sir Dover's goal was the grand prize, the Angel's Recipe. I see, you could cooperate it because your interests were aligned. But there must have been a reason why your partnership failed. So, Prosecutor, I'm the victim of a poisoning. If you're going to suspect me this manner, perhaps I'd better return to the infirmary. Wait a moment. Should end things soon. I'm not a patient man. Seems he's trying to leave, and I can't let that happen. He's still hiding something. Next, should I ask him about his true goal? I need to keep the pressure on him while being cautious of the time. How dare the title of confectionery artist. My only goal was the title itself. No interest in anything else. My dream was to become the world's greatest pastry chef. While he's agitated, we'll wait. 18 years ago, I was lacking in design sense. However, things are different now. Oh, you're saying you have improved at your craft? Exactly. For a trainer repose Zheng Fa. Yes, yes. At the time, I also studied Mr. Master's works. I would often watch a show with my son. So you're studying with Mr. Master's works to improve your own skills. You had recipes, perhaps it would have been easier for you to become the greatest. Perhaps. To a pastry chef, Mr. Master's recipes were worth their weight in gold. You're interested in his recipes. In the grand prize, the Angel's Recipe. Greatest pastry chef, yeah. I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't interested. However, wouldn't think that simply being interested would be a problem. I wonder about that. The Angel's Recipe's true natures were not for making desserts but cures, and all the contest participants should have been aware of that. Yes. He isn't meditating anymore. Now to slowly but surely drive him into a corner. Okay. Plan to use the recipe book for. Do you know the recipe book's value? Silly question, it came to Master's best dessert recipes. Any pastry chef worth their salt would want it. It seems I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Okay, maybe I should try another line of attack. I was going to use in my training. I hear the angel recipe will worth a lot of money. I don't know the exact details, but that recipe book was much too valuable to be sold. I seem to know a lot about the book. It explains to all the contestants at the beginning of the contest. In that case, you must know about the recipe's book's true nature. It was not a recipe of desserts at all. The true nature of the angel's recipe. Right. The ultimate recipe book, it contained formulas for new medicines that were not yet on the market. He knew it. This could be a useful clue. Looks like that clue will come in handy. You may have studied in Zengfa, however, your skills in lying could use more. You just said earlier, the angel's recipe contained formulas for medicine. You wanted the medicine. Did you need a new medicine? Perhaps for a son? Or something. Now, why would a pastry chef such as yourself be so interested in medicine? Perhaps what you really after was the information about the new medicine. Maybe his son doesn't have taste, and he needs to cure that so he can be a good pastry chef. My son was ill. Yeah, okay. Your son's honor must have struck a nerve. Alright. This is it. This will be my final move of the game. What was your son like? Ah, my boy! He loved the desserts I made. Did you enter the contest solely for your son? The prosecutor, you can never understand the feelings of a father has for a son. I wanted nothing more to cure my boy's illness. Until this semi-finals, it's going to drop to play. Right. Wouldn't you get into your way? Dad, you had the time to care for your son while you were challenging Mr. Master. That may be so, but I wanted to grant my son's wish. He said he always wanted to be the first to eat my desserts. Wait, oops. Okay, hold on. About your son. If you're so sick, wouldn't it be difficult for him to come to play with you? Oh, right. I see what you mean. Yeah, my son's illness. It wasn't a life-threatening. What's the name of the illness? So, prosecutor, how insensitive of you. Seriously, I will not be discussing... Yeah, okay. Looks like that clue will come in handy, haha. There really a need to be so secretive about it. It was enough to keep him from living a normal life. That must have been difficult for your son. Tried everything I could to cure his illness. It wasn't fair for the poor boy. He could never taste... Yeah, there it is. Was it a taste disorder? He had it too, I see. Your son suffers from a taste disorder. Oops! I didn't think you'd figure it out so quickly. Yeah. It's as you say. Don't know if there's enough clues. Okay. Okay. Yes, though the medicine is sold everywhere now. At the time, the recipe book was a one and only option. Oh, I see. You sure seem confident in your chances of winning. I couldn't be bothered to pay attention to the other contestants' desserts. Is that too passive? Yeah. Alright, let's hope I can do this fine. You had interest in Mr. Master's work. You just said earlier that you studied Mr. Master's work. In addition, if your goal was to win the contest, medicine for the formula, you must have been curious about the other contestants' entries as well. Huh. This could be a useful clue. Alright, here we go. Looks like that clue will come in handy. Didn't you also have the illness? Wait, such a bitter illness. That reminds me. Didn't you say something similar earlier? None of their entries had any flavor, so I didn't feel like eating any of it. Wasn't it? Perhaps your son wasn't the only one who suffered from a taste disorder. It's hard to imagine being a successful pastry chef without a sense of taste. Perhaps what you really wanted was to cure yourself. That's completely ludicrous. 18 years ago, I made those desserts all by myself. Didn't you collaborate with Mr. Dover? Seems you've caught yourself in a contradiction. Whoop. Well done, Sir Prosecutor. It is as you say. The one who taste is not my son. It is I. No one knew. I've kept it a secret for 18 years. It doesn't matter how long a secret is kept. If you lie before me, I will expose it. Dane Gustavia and Isaac Dover were both trying to obtain the recipes for the new medicines. Gustavia to cure his condition, and Dover most likely to sell the recipe book for money. For this reason, they entered the contest as a collaborative effort, and with that, checkmate. Thank you. Oh my god. Holy shit, thank you. I've never told this to anyone. Well done. As you say, I developed it 18 years ago. You developed it 18 years ago. I wasn't able to discern any flavor at all. Huh. About different from Master's taste disorder. Is known as hypergeusia or whatever. Decrease, specific flavors. I'm sure it has caused much pain too. Oh yeah, his music is great. In order to cure your tastes, you would need Mr. Master's Angel's recipe. And that's why you entered the contest, am I correct? That was one of my goals. I still know some of the world's greatest. When it comes to making desserts, I won't lose to anyone. Even without the ability to taste, I still have the utmost confidence in my flavors. Oh, so I presume you also prefer to do desserts in the finals with the intent to win? That goes without saying. I'm going to was Mr. Shields' turn, so did the evaluation of Mr. Gustavia's entry was... Up until the semi-finals, Mr. Gustavia's flavors and design were to my liking. Unfortunately, both the taste and appearance of his finals entries left much to be desired. You will tell us how you made your dessert during the finals. Very well, okay. Here we go. Dessert for the finals. So Dove and I cooperated until the finals. I handled the flavor, was in charge of the design. However, the finals, I wanted to challenge to master with my own skills. But I made mine completely on my own. How about that? Well, of course he isn't going to fess up that easily. This guy's been on the run for 18 years after all. Guess we'll just have to keep on pressing him until he breaks, eh? Alright. Time to press everything.
Hold it!
Hold it! Sense of design was splendid. I was just an amateur chef. We combined strength by working together. You never did have much design sets, did you? How's he gonna look now? Let's see. Whoa! Fuck yeah! Zengfa. Wow, a phoenix! That is really good. Whoa, you really have improved these past 18 years. Hold it, for my 18 years of training.
Hold it!
Overruled! What does that word even mean? Convasculant? Oh, I see. Okay.
Hold it!
If it did, I'd already have stolen Mr. Spotlight. There's no need for that. I will expose this man's lies myself.
Hold it!
Nothing of the sort. I simply was unable to taste my work during to my taste disorder. And was your intention fine while making Mr. Dover's entry? How could there be such a huge difference between the finals and the previous day? Ask about Mr. Dover. So Dover's son and I attended the same elementary school.
Hold it!
Available commercially. Hold on. It's this one. I need to skip this and I need to change to the second one. Ask about the semi-finals. So you sure there were any different between...
Yes, that's right.
Nope, not that. Maybe I should press that. Actually, whoops. Did I not press that? I don't think I pressed that statement, actually, yeah. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Hold it. I haven't pressed this, no. She was still able to make your desserts without Mr. Dover's assistance. I may have lacked design sense, but I was confident in the flavor. Apart from design, there were no major differences between my finals and semi-final areas. Oh, that sure is strange. That's not how Uncle Ray remembers it. I'm pretty sure about the look and taste of your finals dessert scored poorly. Then there's no way he would have won the contest. The flavor he was so confident about would fail to materialize in the final. Something must have changed beside Mr. Dover's cooperation. But what? All those unanswered... what changed? Oh, his son didn't come around! His son was helping! Oh, his son was helping! Oh, I remember now! That's what it is! Where's the evidence for that? There it is! I got it! There was another difference between the semi-finals and the finals. His son was helping him with the taste! That must be... I had to forget that the idea that his son had the taste disorder, right? That's just correct. What does that have to do with anything? Your son, who was always came to see you up until the semifinals, was not present for the finals. And then it was only in the finals that your flavor judged poorly. I don't believe this to be a mere coincidence. Your son's visits must have been very important to you, were they not? My father can work miracles when his son is watching. My son cheering me on, I was able to make the most delicious desserts. If what he's saying is the whole truth, one could say so, but just hearing his son's cheers wouldn't be enough to change the taste of his desserts. A confectioner, confident in his sense of taste, develops a taste disorder. It would have been difficult for him to maintain that sense of taste for his dessert. Was that really all he did? I'm very doubtful, Sir Prosecutor. What else could my elementary school son have done? Taste your dessert. Oh, you told us, yeah. Here we go. He also helped you determine if your dessert tasted correct. Uh-huh. I see. Mr. Dover's dessert was made the day before, so it still tasted good. Ha 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 ha! What are you saying? Oh, quite amusing, Sir Prosecutor. Assist me in taste tester. You're insulting my pride. Your pride? I no longer have a son. What? Immediately. During that time, I severed all ties with my son. What? That's not all. Even today, the whereabouts of Sun are still unknown. Searching, but they haven't been able to traces of him. Find traces. Huh. Order in the court! Order in the court! Right, we still need to figure out whose blood. Miles, there's still one thing that's bothering Uncle Ray. Only reason for coming to the art gallery to check on the body. What if the body was... What about the son? Did he kill his son? No, did Dover what if Dover killed his son? That would prove really ample... Wait a sec, that would make sense, but where did what happened to the body then? Did he sculpt it? Here we go. Does that make sense? Gumshoe really is an MVP in this game, holy shit. This was a request from me. A certain piece of evidence. Why is everyone always helping you out? I'm the one in charge of the crime scene. This is the best. I apologize for taking matters into my own hands, but how we hear this report first? Sure. Here's the report, sir. Traces of blood found in the Gemini sculpture belong to the victim of the poison gas during Gustavia. What are you saying? Good work, Detective Gumshoe. As I thought. My theory is correct. We too would like an explanation. I too would like an explanation. What are my multiple choice options? This blood is something the culprit of the IS-7 tried to conceal. It can't be. This blood was found inside the glass case of Gemini sculpture. In other words, your blood was found alongside Mr. Dover's body. Why wouldn't it be a place like that? If you intend to remain silent, then I'll reveal the truth myself. The Gemini case, aside from the blood, we also found traces of salt and sugar. Salt and blood. And only one of Mr. Dover's sherbets tasted salty. Come to think of it, I remember Mr. Delicious saying the same thing 18 years ago. Right. Exactly. For some reason, salt had been mixed into the lyre. No other traces of salt were found in Dozer's room. Where did the salt detected in the lyre come from? Rock salt lamp?
Take that!
I guess it is. Part of the rock was mixed with the sherbet. At the time of the murder, there were 2 rock salt lamps in Master's room. One of those lamps took Mr. Dover's life. We know that Mr. Dover's blood was left behind on the murderous lamp, however. There were no traces of anyone's blood found at the crime scene in Mr. Master's room. Because the killer disposed all of the desserts with traces of blood into the streams of water. In Dover's room. Speaking of which, weren't the 2 rock salt lamps found in Mr. Delicious's room? We never did figure out why the other rock salt lamp was broken. Oh. Ugh. Your blood was found on the lamps at the crime scene, yet you would have been suspected. As the culprit, you would have needed to conceal all traces of blood from the police. Don't tell me he concealed it in the sherbet wire. Exactly. The rock salt lamp and his blood were mixed into the sherbet wire and hidden inside the glass case. Unlike the fountain's water, the sherbet desserts would not be analyzed right away. Perhaps he had planned to dispose of the sherbet when the opportunity presented itself. Then, the reason Mr. Gustavia came to this gallery. 18 years ago, the body and the evidence pointing to the killer were both stolen. Right. Dane Gustavia, isn't it time you confessed? You are the true culprit of the I-7 incident. The room is... Could it be? After all this, my crime is finally brought to light. The prosecutors and defense attorney 18 years never even came close. Bravo, bravo, well done, sir prosecutor. So you admit that you killed Mr. Dover? It is true. I killed Isaac Dover, but he had only himself to blame. What do you mean? Dover and I worked together in order to win the contest. No matter who won, we agreed that we'd share the Angel's recipe. But on the day of the finals, he stabbed me in the back. So Dover, this isn't what we agreed to. I'm sorry, Gustavia. The deal's off. What? But I made your desserts for you. I'm the reason you got this far. What of it? Can you prove that you assisted me anyway? Dover, you're planning to betray me all along. Treachery. I was forced to make my finals entry on my own. Every day until the finals. Huh. I mean, it's the only thing that has salt in it. That like yeah. Hey Foxy, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Mastering the art of dessert is making my reason big. Committing murder for the sake of pride. That's another feeling I will never understand. To say nothing of abandoning your own son, such a thought disgusts me. Before you judge me, first understand what happened 18 years ago. On the day of the finals, my son never came to assist me. Thinking back on it now, I suppose Dover had a hand in that as well. Huh. What exactly happened to your son? I do not know, but it no longer matters. Ever since that day, my son has meant nothing to me. Right. Still missing. That's awful. Without your son, you had no chance of winning, correct? Failsafe. In photo of the cure to my testicle, we were all worked out. If only Dover hadn't interfered. Gustavia, trying to steal a picture of my prize, are you? Oh, that hardly seems sporting. You! You have a taste disorders? Oh, you have a taste disorder, don't you? This is rich, a pastry chef who can't taste. Dover, you! You want him? Huh. I crashed into one of the rock salt lamps, and that was when my blood stained on it. Oh. Mix it into the sherbet. Right. Blackmail me using his knowledge of my taste disorder. If I didn't want it to become public, I was to pay him a large sum. Oh, I see. That was his motive. The deduction is spot on, sir, attorney. Okay. You are wrong to blame me for that, Lady Catherine. If not for your unnecessary meddling, Sir Master would never have been a suspect. Why do you think I hid the murder weapon and fluorescent cloth in Lady Delicia's? There is only one reason why you'd place a murder weapon in someone else's room. On Delicia. Yes, that is correct. As one who sought to be the world's best confectioner, I greatly respected Sir Master. It was never my intention to cast suspicion on him, but an insolent woman who dared to sully the contest with fake desserts, no problem with letting someone take the blame for the crime. Oh, I see. Why would Monsieur Gustavia need to freeze the body? Hold on, why would he... Hold on. I'm just gonna save and continue for a sec. It's really simple, yeah, okay. Let me read that again. Not to disguise as an ice sculpture. To throw off the time of death to create a fake crime scene. Oh, because... Does that make sense? To throw off the time of death? Because he wouldn't make a... Mr. Gustavia intended to freeze the body in order to throw off the time of death. If the time of death had coincided with the tea party, Mr. Gustavia would have been suspected. That is correct. Okay, cool. That is very simple, yeah. I need to stop overthinking things. No better hiding place at the time. But thanks to that gluttonous pharmacist, the lid of the chest broke. Hide it someplace else. It would have worked out if the body hadn't been discovered while it was in Sir Master's room. If everything had gone according to plan, Sir Master would have never had to have been arrested. Okay, don't take his words to heart. Even if suspicion hadn't fallen on Mr. Master, Mr. Delicious would have taken the fall. No matter who he targeted, the one at fault here is Mr. Gustavia himself. The detective in charge of the initial investigation was also a dunce. To think he never reported the missing body to the prosecutor. Prosecutor von Kammer indicted Mr. Master without knowing the body had vanished. I see. That would explain why he looked so flustered at the crime scene. Although, it's something that would stand out if you read the official documents. Someone have intentionally distorted the information. Oh, interesting. Are we saying that the PIC is distorting the information then? For 18 years, that man has taken the blame for your crimes. Don't you feel anything at all? I don't care what you say. Wait, we can arrest him because he's been... No, that's possible, because, you know why that's possible? We can still arrest him because he was away in Zhengfa. You see this? You see this? You see this? If the suspect flees or lives in a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. And that's going to apply. We can arrest him still. No, no, no. It's fine. We're good. It's okay. Yeah, he screwed himself over. I already know what the answer is. 18 years since I murdered Dover. Statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years, isn't it? It hasn't expired for you, bro. Oh my god, this is the easiest final thing I've... Yes. No, this is easy. No, we're good, we're good. Oh my god. Come on. How long was he in Zengfa? He did study for 18 years, is what he said. Or something like that. Much harder than you think. Now, I know exactly what I need to say. Is there nothing I can do? It's pretty easy. Why are you kind of rushing me? No matter how many years have passed, your sin will never fade. Haha. There's no way he can arrest me. I need him to talk about his trip to Zengfa, I think. Well, some of your actions 18 years ago were not affected by the statute. Very well. Could you explain to me what you did during these past 18 years? Yes. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We got it. So he wasn't seen ever since that case because he was in a foreign country. Easy. Indeed, and I'm certain that I went abroad to train about 1 year after that case, right before Sir Master's final trial began. And thanks to my training, case ends his own. Do not be proud of your position through sacrifices of others. Can't bake a cake without baking a few eggs. Huh. It's horrible. There was yes, there was. As training in Zengfa. Okay, this is the easiest final bit of the entire game so far. I just know the answer. There we go. One of the conditions regarding the statute of limitations for murder is as follows. If the suspect flees to a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. So the statute of limitations was suspended while you were overseas. That's right! The statute of limitations stopped while you were training in Zengfa! Indeed, it is possible that the statute of limitations has not expired yet. Mr. Gustavia, please tell us how long you stayed in Zengfa. It would be exactly 3 years. Oh fuck. 3 years, wait! Let's calmly think this over. The case occurred 18 years ago. The statute of limitations is 15 years, and he was away for 3. Exactly 18 years, I'm sure of it. But wait, no, it's been a bit over 15 years, 18 years, because it's 18 and a bit, because it's April. Right? Exactly 18 years, how you so amusing. So he realized. Fuck. Frustrating, but the case occurred in December. It's April now. Yeah. Stay abroad wasn't quite enough. We were just a few months short. Not enough. That's... Like I said, it's impossible for you to arrest me. Must have known all about this when he confessed to his crime. Prosecutor Edgeworth, it really is a shame. If it was just 1 year earlier, the statute of limitations would have not run out. This can't be the end. So Monsieur Gustavia really is beyond the law's reach. Kate, what are you thinking?
Objection.
Objection. I implore you to reconsider. There still might be a way to bring this man to justice. Miles, remember the facts of the case 18 years ago. Just as you were mistaken earlier, see Mr. Gustavia has also overlooked one key detail. Wait, is it also here? If charges are pressed to demand compensation, the statute is frozen for the length of that procedure. Has something to do with it. So he doesn't know the outcome of the trial. There may yet be a way for you to arrest him. Miles, look over that book on the statute of limitations again. 17 years ago, falsely declared guilty for a serious crime. Thanks to that verdict, we aren't out of ammunition just yet. Mr. Shields, you don't mean... Those who undermine the goddess of law's verdict must bear the burden of their crimes. I am Mr. Master's attorney. I can't use his suffering as a weapon in good conscience. For that reason, I leave the rest up to you. The trial my father and Von Karma battled over, can I use that to arrest Mr. Gustavia? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? I'm gonna have to, there's no reason I... Yeah. My father and Von Karma. Their paths diverged. One revealed the truth, the other concealed it. The path that I choose is the one that reveals the truth. I hereby find this not guilty. Objection! Overruled! Overruled! Do you mean to say you have found a way to arrest Miss Gustavia? Exactly. Must be this, right? Nope, it's not. Okay, well, I must think a bit better then. I must think more. And not just blindly submit. Okay, hold on. Jeffrey Master's trial went on for 1 year, a year-long trial where the truth was fabricated. There must be one exception to the statute of limitations I can use. Present, yeah. Because there's no autopsy. Oh, is it this? It is! No, it's... Is it the... Okay, it must be the... Okay, is it the fact that... Okay, hold on. The statute of limitations says, if accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached. Oh, because we're gonna put... Oh, is it because we're gonna put, Ms. Catherine Hall on trial? Is that it? Anyway, hang on. Okay, if charges are pressed to demand compensation, the statute is frozen into that procedure. Okay. In that case, hold up. What about this? Statute of limitation ran out December 24th, 3 years ago. Is it page 2 because he's an accomplice? Wait, did I choose the wrong page? Whoops. Making such a mistake. I have to think this over. Everything rests on my next move. Suspect data. My bad. There we go. I chose the wrong page. I thought the second page is going to be the second option. No, it's suspect data. guilty of being an accomplice. They put it weird. They definitely did put it out of order. Right. This book lists conditions in which a statute of limitations can be put on hold. First, as I said, if the suspect flees to a foreign country. But there's one more. If possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached. What are you saying? Master was found to be an accomplice. That's right. Mr. Master was sentenced after you had left for your trip to Zenfar, and he was found guilty of not being the culprit but of being an accomplice. But it seems you didn't know that. That's absurd! That is why we are going to free him. To that end, we will shatter the one remaining obstacle in our way, the statute of limitations. 3 years. And Jeffrey Master was being tried as an accomplice for 1 year. Put it all together. Yep, we're still in there. It's minus 1 year, 19 years. Those are flaws on her and nearing her in her judgment. However, it seems that the prosecutor at the time was not. I cannot believe it, but it seems like the case will have to be reopened. This is absurd! You cannot arrest me. Objection, yeah. In your stead. Mr. Kasavi, it's now time for you to atone for your crimes. I've finally earned my place as the greatest confectioner in the world. To achieve that goal, I cast everything aside, even my own son. What a shame. You can't run from your crimes any longer. Oh boy. Oh god. Holy shit. He just cut himself in half? What? Taken into custody, sir. Yeah, so you're up next, right? Yes, I understand. Kate. Everyone, I'm truly sorry for all the trouble, of course. Oh god. And thanks so much for catching Monsieur Gustavia. As a prosecutor, I am terribly sorry for what happened. No, I only getting what I deserve, since I was the cause of all this. Kate, we have me as your attorney. I'm not quite the same useless kid I was 18 years ago. I won't let them find you guilty. Ah. It's not a voodoo doll, Yana. Sorry to interrupt, but we really didn't. Gumshoe was a fucking MVP this case, but he also didn't show up very much at all. Judge Courtney, I can't help but feel that you've been dishonest with me. Dishonest? Whatever do you mean? The verdict could not be overturned, but that was not the case. An investigation and retrial were obviously required as soon as the missing body was found. I have no need to answer you. It seems she doesn't intend to ever give me an answer. Huh. In its sight. Before them, huh? Now then, I shall take my leave. Hold on, Mr. Edgeworth caught the real bad guy. Didn't he do his job as a prosecutor? No matter how things turn out, I will never regret what I did here today. Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, Prosecutor Edgeworth! Why are you always sticking your nose into cases that you're not even involved with? My duty is to reveal the truth. Not only as a prosecutor, it's just who I am. I don't get it. As long as you continue to think that being the best is all that matters, I doubt you ever will. Well, I don't get that either. I'm going home. This fucking brat. What was that all about? There's much he still needs to learn. What is it? Oh god. Well, yo Edgy, great job solving that case. Well, I was busy drawing, so I really didn't catch all of it. Huh? Where did Katie and Justy run off to? Loris, you really weren't paying attention, were you? Well, I hate to admit it, but Larry's Doodles actually helped out a few times. I should say something nice to him. It was not my intent to glare at you. That patterned Edgeworth glare, you're just like your old man. Is that so? Well then, Uncle Ray's gonna go pay Master visit Mr. Master. You guys want to tag along? I'd be happy to accompany you. Oh, we get to meet Master after all these years. So this is Jeffrey Master. What's he like? Oh, he's a real nice and gentle guy. I'm the best around. Oh god. That would be funny. Chocolate cake was in the prison the other day. He was the one who made it. Hey, how you doing? Oh, Gummy, why are you here? Heard everybody was coming to visit, so I escorted Mr. Master myself. Hello, I'm Jeffrey Master, prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth at your service. I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday. Ho ho! It's a pleasure to meet you all, Mr. Master. Miles is your old defense attorney's son. You miss Mr. Gregory's. Your father has done so much for me, and yet I betrayed his good faith when I made the false confession. I've heard the details from Mr. Shields. Mr. Master, I came here today to tell you that everything we've learned about 18 years ago. 18 years ago? Kay committed a crime for my sake? Why would she do such a thing? Miss Hall has been trying to prove your innocence for the past 18 years. She was willing to do whatever it took to save you. Kate, she shouldn't have gone through so much trouble for an old man who let her down. Mr. Master, I don't think you realize just how much Miss Hall cares for you. I have something here that clearly proves the two of you share an unbreakable bond. Okay, I'm not quite sure what I need to pick here. Is it the chocolates? Oh, must be the chocolates.
Take that!
Yeah, okay, cool. I don't know how old Jeffrey is, but he's 18 years older than he was last time. Actually, you know what? I can probably check. Where is he? Jeffrey Master. 57. Jeez. A lot older than he was before. She did. Making these chocolates for the past 18 years, so that she could give them to you whenever you return. Kate. Very, very sweet. Yes, they truly are. Unfortunately, I cannot give them to you now, but... And Secret Pal, it is against the rules, but right now I don't have the authority to stop him. Remember Detective Bad? Of course I do. Detective Bad is the #1 role model, pal. How uncanny. Talk about fate. Mr. Master. It looks like we're going to be able to get you out soon. I can only apologize that it took 18 years to do so. Raymond, I'm the one who should be apologizing. No, that's not it. What I really should be saying is... Thank you, Mr. Master. The IS-7 incident, the case I inherited from my father. After 18 long years, it's finally coming to a close. That was a really good case, holy shit. Miles, thanks for today. I'm sorry for leaving that final decision to you. No, I made that decision of my own free will. What are you talking about? To arrest Gustavio, we had no choice but to use Mr. Master's false charge. Which I was originally supposed to protect him from. The attorney inside me simply could not do it. Right. But after this, Uncle Ray is going to try to clear away that false charge as well. Yes, I understand. What? But if they find out about the false charge, they won't be able to arrest Mr. Gustavio, right? That's true. It sure is a contradiction in the law. The way the law is right now, it isn't completely right. Contradiction in the law. Well, who knows what will happen. The law evolves and grows, like all of us do. Uncle Ray and Miles have grown up, you know. People in the law both grow. Miles, to fight crime as a prosecutor, or to save people as a defense attorney, I want you to think carefully about how you want to live your life from now on. I will. Well, if you ask Uncle Ray, he'll always be walking down. God, Ray's such a good character! Adios! Really though, thanks for today. Good. In a bit of a hurry, indeed. I should be the one thanking him. I was able to face my father's last case because of him. When I was young, I wanted to become a great defense attorney like my father. However, under Prosecutor Von Karma, I learned the ways of a prosecutor. Thanks to a certain friend, I was able to discover my own path in life. However, right now, there are forces trying to take me off the prosecutor's path. There's the title of the, yeah, I see, prosecutor's path. Maybe now's how I should live my life. Don't worry, you're gonna become the head prosecutor. April 2, 729 Edgeworth Law Offices. Gregory, I'm sorry that it took so long. It may have taken 18 years, but finally we've proven Mr. Master's innocence. Miles, your son, helped me with that. The way he fought for the truth. He was just like you, Gregory. I'm still not the kind of attorney you were. But I will forever carry on the convictions I inherited from you. And if I can... Oh, that's... together with him. To fight crime as a prosecutor, to save people as a defense attorney. The path I choose is... to become the head prosecutor in Dual Destinies. The end. The Forgotten Turnabout. Alright. Also, that's K in the background, huh? Interesting. Alright, well. That was a great case. Holy shit. Oh, wow. I really like that. Oh, my God. I don't know when I'll start case 4, but it'll be in the next week, probably. We'll see. I don't know if I'll have time to play tomorrow. But on the weekend, I should have time, so yeah. Jeez, that was great. Oh my God. Well, we're officially past the halfway point. There's 2 more episodes, so they're probably fairly long. I suspect the last one's very long, as is the tradition for Ace Attorney. But anyway... Oh my God. Thanks. That was very, Thanks for coming along if you're still here watching. One of my friends actually said yesterday, you know what I should say at the end of my streams? Remember to like, subscribe, and just share the video and fucking all that YouTuber stuff. All my stream VODs are on YouTube. since I know all my viewers at the moment are on Twitch. So if you ever want to rewatch anything, it's there. So yeah. But otherwise, yeah, thanks for coming along. That was really great. I'm looking forward to continuing this game. I'm quite happy with how things are going in terms of my progression. I started this game in April and I kind of put it off for a while, and now I'm back, and oh my god, I'm really engaged. This is a really good. I really like that case. That was a really good case. As cheesy as and unfitting as the whole desserts theming was, but hey, you know what? It worked. All right. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, I'll see you next time I play.